Alright, I'm down here at my local Goodwill getting some local footage or content of me buying goods to resell online. And I found this guy right here. I've been searching for a rowback piece for some months now. They're kind of rare, but I'm super glad that I found this guy. It's only $5.19. Gonna be a good sale. I'm perusing through men's khakis, slacks, all those kinds of pants. And unfortunately, my local market just doesn't have real high quality clothing, and that is a big reason I like to go to Colorado 2 to 3 days a week. I just find better quality goods and clothing as well as shoes, but you never know. It's the consistency part of this game that matters most. So as I keep saying, reselling's a roller coaster. Might be great 1 minute, top of the world. A few days later, can't find anything. That's just how it is. Accept it. Vintage Toy Gods ain't got nothing for this reseller, but that's all right. Garage sale season's upon us. That's when I get into good toys. About to mosey into one of my favorite thrift stores here in my local area. This is Twice Blessed. I'm gonna race through here. It's a smaller store, but the owner gives me tremendous deals. Let's see what we can find. All right, this is a rock and roll denim pearl snap shirt. I think it's actually a fishing shirt. It's got performance material, it's netted, and it is caped. And so I'm gonna go ahead and scoop it up. Not a brand I'd normally grab, but the price is there, and I'm sure there'll be a little bit more of a discount off of that number. So yeah. All right, pretty small pants section. Not seeing a whole lot here, but like I said, prices are always exceptional when I can't find something worth the grab. So I'm gonna go look at shoes, look at their hard goods, get the heck out of here. So one push I have in my eBay store is I like to sell a lot of small kitchen appliances, blenders, fondue pots, even sometimes pots and pans if I can get the right brand. I like teapots like Le Creuset, just ultra premium stuff, but not seeing a whole lot of that here today. But it just gives me something to break the boredom of listing and selling clothing, and those are items that are constantly needed that sometimes people don't want to pay full price for. Go ahead and pick up these Le Artiste women's shoes here. They're like tulle leather, pretty stylish, pretty popular, and these usually will sell for between 35 to 50 bucks usually. All right, so don't sleep on used Birkenstock shoes. They are very expensive, brand new, and some people don't mind them used and beat up, so I'm gonna grab these. So I always say you gotta be sweet and kind to the people you do business with. I'm just that way naturally, but it's always worked for me regardless of whatever job I've been, whatever occupation I'm doing. And so this was 5, 8, and 5, so $18 worth of stuff. And my dear friend Brenda, the owner of this establishment, sold all this to me for $5. I insisted on giving her at least an extra $1, so I got walked out of there for $6. But some good finds. Yeah, good prices like that. All right, I'm here in the secondhand Wolf thrift store in my local hometown. Just burning through the clothing, not seeing much there. Just looking at the hard goods. All right, browsing the shoes, not seeing much here. Gonna go ahead and hit the road. Well, big strike out there, but that's all right. I don't buy a whole lot there. However, the owners and the help there are tremendously friendly, and I like to give them some business when I can find something worthy of the investment. So now I'm gonna go ahead and race down the road. I got a sick kiddo up at my parents' house who live next door to me. I need to get him down to my house, and then I'm actually gonna go back out in the field and try to source just one more stop, which would simply just be the thrift store right down the road from my house. And so don't harsh on me, because my little man is a teenager now and he can handle being alone for a little while. But yeah, so let's try to see if we can't find maybe a couple more goods to wind this video down. All right, last stop of the day. I'm standing right outside of my local thrift store. Hopefully we'll find a few good things. All right, I haven't been in this establishment since last week, so I'm gonna dig through it, look at the hard goods, look at the clothes, and then go visit with the employees. All right, not much in the menswear section, so I'm gonna scan over the hard goods and the women's shoes. All right, these are Vans high tops, but what makes them special is they're Gore-Tex. They're definitely gonna need some cleaning, which I'll do for these. And then one of my favorite Western brands to sell is Twisted X. These are in incredible shape. And then found something back here. I believe this is Mary Mushroom. And for what I'm gonna pay for it, even if it's not, somebody will probably scoop it up for a profit. And then lastly, I got me a Hawks FR work shirt. It does have a few stains on it, but for what little I'll pay for it, there's profit in it. So definitely some good finds today. Grateful for this store and all the good people that always help me out and support my business. Well, the thrift gods were on my side in the local area today. I walked out of there for $11. Got a nice pair of Twisted X driving mocks, the Gore-Tex Vans high tops, as well as the Mary Mushroom cooking pot and the Hawks FR shirt. So super happy with those finds. Gonna go ahead and wind it down. As always, if you like this video, please reach out there, hit like, make a comment, please subscribe.